Hello to all my friends out there. I hope everyone is doing okay. Well, today is nice. It's sunny, but it's not hot, and the sun is not too brutal. It's sunny, but it's not like hitting me in the side of the head, giving me a migraine, and I'm not even prone to them. Okay, I posted the video for Planet B on my Twitter, and I'm having a bit of a hard time finding the original audio. I think you might have to pay for it, so I'm looking into that. But they give you little trailers, and the idea of Planet V is the virtual reality. So the interesting part about this entire thing is the avatars. So it is a virtual world called Planet B in which people play as life-size avatars. An avatar is a manifestation of a deity or a released soul in bodily form on earth, an incarnate of a divine teacher. So people are playing avatars in Planet B, which is a virtual reality. Okay, now, like, you will hear people on TV talking, something is in real time. So it's happening right now, indicating there is something that is not real time. Well, there is the spiritual plane. And in the spiritual plane is a spiritual world, is deities, and sometimes they do manifest themselves in the world. One of the most, one would be these fashion houses. It is obviously something is going on in these fashion houses. It's creating like a world, and people like it. But what I want to do is, so looking into this, you say to yourself, is there a virtual world? And a lot of people are saying, no, there is not a virtual world. But I think there is a spiritual world. And this was to do with the Madame Blavatsky thing. And what she was saying is that out in the cosmos, or the substance, you're creating your life. And I thought that is so true. And so what I was watching is, I'm watching like all these women, these older women my age. Now, I don't think these women are representative of older women, because most women who are like 60 and 70 years old, they can see somebody full of shit coming a mile off. But vulnerable women cannot see that, you know, these men are frauders. And another thing is putting it out there that older women, it's all in the media now, are victims. I went to self-help for a long time, and there was a saying, there are no victims, there are volunteers. That's not, there are people that are victims, but people that are frauded, most likely knowingly. You're sending this person you've never met thousands of dollars. What has happened is there is a reality for these victims that does not exist. There is no guy. There is no tall, dark, handsome pilot. There is no dashing surgeon who's going to sweep you off your feet and create a virtual world, basically. So this is very common in our culture, and I want to avoid this myself. That's not saying there's not nice men. I know I used to be a barber. I used to meet nice men all day long. Most men, you know, most men are not scammers. These are very few people, but they're all over the social media, and it's fascinating to watch these women. And they're telling, you know, what happened, and I'm thinking to myself, you gotta be kidding me. But anyway, I think this losing touch with the real reality could start to be more common, right? I decided to keep my sunglasses because they're cute And I thought, why not keep them? I only paid $12.99 for these, and I like them, so I'm keeping them. Okay, so now I'm saying to myself, okay, what about my reality? Okay, in my life, I have found only one thing is really going to help your reality, and that is hard work. And that's what I did all my life. And a lot of people might be saying, you didn't work hard. All you did was stand around in a beauty shop and cut a little hair and talk all day. Yeah, but I was confined in there, and I had to do it for years and years, from the time I was 16 until I was 62. And the only reason I retired is because my husband died. My son was afraid I was going to die too. And truthfully, you know, I thought it was a possibility too. So I decided to retire. That was kind of the smartest thing I ever did. So now I want to look and say, okay, this life, is this the real life, or is this BS? Is this what somebody else is telling me is my life, or is this what I'm telling me is my life? Okay, so I was watching this guy. I put his videos on my Twitter for you guys to see. Nicholas Fairford, okay? And he is not a wealthy guy, but he has created a nice reality for himself. And it started watching him because of the tea parties, because I love tea parties, special occasions, and family dinners, even if I'm the only one there. So now, what he does is he has a lot of books, and he researches home decor, which I'm interested in as well, because my reality can be nicer the nicer my dwelling is. So one of the books I bought was this book. But what I wanted to show you, that this week I bought a bowl very similar to this to put my fruit in. And this is a basket, and this is some kind of a wicker like serving tray. These are so cute. And then this is just a cute bowl. And then and notice the picture with the tea in it with the lemons. And so this could be a very, not that, you know, you've got some, it looks like hot dogs. Yeah, there's some hot dog sandwiches. So, you know, it's some cheap food. And there's some, you know, towels and stuff around. So just by being mindful of, you know, the stuff you put your food in, it looks so much better for your party. And I am trying to redo my backyard, and I'm going to be having some parties in there. So, and being mindful of my environment, my real environment, not my YouTube environment. My YouTube environment is okay. I don't have the swankiest environment. Sorry, but it's the real me. Okay, and last night, I started the 30-minute walkout because the walking is not enough, and I did 15 minutes because I started it too late, and I thought this is going to aggravate your insomnia. But it's a really easy workout. I put it on my Twitter, Fabulous 50s. It's not the original one I started doing. It's a new one she's done, and I like it. Yeah, so, you know, I'm exercising. I'm walking 2 hours a day. That takes a big chunk out of my real life. But what's happening is I'm creating my life today for the future. And as you get older, I think it could be that I just don't metabolize the food like I used to. I'm not sure. I think I'm eating more. So I'm working on my diet. So I'm thinking, you know, this is nice. You know, you chop up a little lettuce, you get a can of tuna, you know, not a lot of cooking. So what I'm probably going to be doing is meat and salads, and maybe some Raisin Bran cereal, you know, in the middle of the night, because that's very close to what I eat anyway, so I won't be suffering. And, you know, my townhouse, I'm fixing that up. It's quite the ordeal. I'm growing my inventory in my eBay and my swap meet. Last night I was messing around. It takes hours. It's very I was getting swap meet stuff together. And what I've tried to do is stop buying, but it's accumulating. I'm looking into home decor. Okay, the basket thing, if you've been following me, I used to have bamboo strips that covered my entire balcony, but a lot of the stuff I purged when I moved, so I hope I learned my lesson. And that is why I didn't get rid of any of my Christmas ornaments, because this year I couldn't find trim. The stockpiling of food is going on. The most important thing is you have food and money. That's the most important thing. You guys may have noticed that the crypto took a dive, the cryptocurrency. So it will now, if you were holding your positions, you have to hope it goes back up, and it probably will, but it did take a dive. Also, Tesla took a bit of a dive because, okay, now this is interesting. It was the Wall Street Journal reported wild news, which does sound wild. No one was driving. It took 4 hours to put out the flame of a car fire and 32 gallons of water. Now, most people go, okay, I can trust the Wall Street Journal. Not so sure. Tesla said it took 3 or 4 minutes and the guy was driving too fast. So this is some of the stuff I'm working on today, and I will see you later with some kind of meat and vegetables. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.